Welcome to my apiary. So today I have a colony here that attempted to requeen and was unsuccessful. You can tell that they've made some honey. They've got a couple of deeps on here. Of course, there's no queen excluder. There's no queen. We're doing assessments and adding boxes the other day and noticed, hey, there's no queen, so I marked that as such with a big QL for Queenless, 2 exclamation marks, so get on it. And what's convinced me that this is urgent is there's no more capped brood. So what that means, of course, is the last egg that's laid was 3 weeks ago. Well, that's time to get laying workers. So hopefully they haven't started that yet. So my plan is, this is actually a fairly strong colony, and the plan is to bust it up into a couple of pro nukes, and then I'll leave the remnant here as well, and then get some mated queens from my grafting project and cage them up, put them in the pro nukes, put them in the remnant here in the location where they should be, and then they should take over and grow up and hopefully winter. So I've got to get into this. So I think what I'm going to do here is, because I have a couple of honey boxes, I'm just going to put these honey boxes on another colony. Probably not this one, because it's also is in the middle of a requeen. I'm going to try to find something that's not in the middle of a requeen. I don't have to lift that honey box again. I may have to shake the bees off though. So this, I want to note that this is not an OTS requeen. This was just a spontaneous requeen by the colony themselves. And this box here, really, there's really nothing there. It's pretty much just an empty box. I'll just set that aside. Now this one, there's not much going on here either, but there's some bees in it. So I may just put a box up here, shake the bees off, put the frames in a box, and set that box on another colony. Because there's actually only half drawn comb in here and half foundation. So there's not that much. This to me is a good example, once I get to the bottom, of recognizing the resource that you have. And you look at this colony and you think, well, it has no queen, it didn't requeen, they're doomed, or whatever. And yeah, would I have preferred that it have requeened and come up with a really nice, fresh young queen? And yeah, of course, who wouldn't? But that didn't happen. That's the reality, is that didn't happen. So now you've got some resource, and don't forget that if you have nothing else, you have equipment, you have drawn comb, which is very valuable. Not drawn comb there, but in the bottom, I mean. And you have bees. So what I need for my mated queens that I have over in the corner is I need bees. I need to make something out of those, so I need bees. See, they've drawn that foundation. That's pretty good. Really nice of them. And so I need bees for that. And guess what I have? I have bees. So we're going to take these bees and we're going to leverage them. We're going to get some use out of this value, this valuable resource. They've made me some honey. If nothing else, they've made me some honey. So that's nice. They didn't make tons. They didn't even make a box of honey. But regardless. So I think I'll take care of that right now. It kind of gives you a false sense of what this other colony has achieved. But they'll take care of it. And there's space there for them to grow into as well. Okay. I'm going to make at least 2 pro nukes. So again, this will be 2 nukes that I'll close up in my building for a couple of days, so the bees orient, or de-orient. I don't know how you call that, or what you call that. It's the honeybee reset. I've been using my gripper today. I really enjoy it. It works really well, especially getting that first frame. Look at this. Nice frame of honey right there, first thing. I'm just going to take these 5 and 5 because there's 10 frames and there's room for 10 frames. And then I think I'll bring a mating nuke over here. And just slot it in this box. And fill it with drawn comb. And they will inherit the foragers. Inherit a lot of foragers because it's a warm day. Yeah, I could tell what went on because I could see the cells, the queen cells that they created. Okay, so those nice strong nukes. They'll do well. I'll get the queens established in there, and then they'll start laying. Hopefully, should start laying. They're mated queens. That's what they do. Just want to make sure I put this on the vented position. That's vented there. Okay, those two are closed up. And so the only thing I have to do now is just take those in my building. I need to mark them, but I have to stay organized with what these are. And then so now I want to go over the other side, get a little nuke that's mated. I want to cage that queen, and then bring the little nuke over here, slot it into this box, put the queen in here caged, because the nuke is going to be not as strong as what's in here even. While I'm here, I see a note, check eggs July 19th. I didn't bring my hive tool or my smoker. We'll just see. This was probably a cell that I took out of a colony at some point, and then just set it over here to hopefully mate. Well, I don't know, because there's a queen there. There's a queen. Oh, I've never seen this until today. I don't know if I can show you. There's a new mated queen, and there's her mother. There's two queens on the same frame. Wow. I've never seen a two-queen colony. I'm all flustered now. I'm so excited about that. I don't know if I want to bother them too much. Oh, there's all kinds of brood in there, so somebody's laying eggs. Either mama or daughter, one or the other. Okay, I'm going to close that up and leave it alone. That's very exciting. I've never seen that before. I've seen pictures of it, I've heard people talk about it, I knew it happened, but I've never seen it in my apiary. Okay, I'm going to pick on this one here. It says it's around 2 queen, and she's been found to be laying. So I've got my JZBZ cage here. And so I'm going to find the queen. Oh, looks like they have some strength to them. Just want to give them a little bit of this, not too much. Finding the queen, you don't want to get them all tearing all over the place. Okay, 4 frames. I got 25% chance of her being on the frame I pull. And she ain't on that one. And nobody much on that one. There's a little baby bee there. Okay. She should be marked. I mark my queens when they're virgins. The paint pan I was using doesn't work. It doesn't. It works fine. It works as it's supposed to, but it's not a very good one. So the paint comes off pretty easily. So got a nice pattern there. I'm not seeing her yet. Boy, that's exciting that I saw those 2 queens side by side. Just like that too. The one hardly had any mark on her at all, and the other one is not marked at all, of course. This one is this one's elusive as well. She's laying up a storm though. She's beautiful. What she's doing is beautiful. It's just nothing. Yeah, she's with the program all right. Nice brood frames here. laid up wall to wall. Nice. There's not generally a lot of drones in nukes, so finding the queens aren't quite as hard. Drones are very distracting when you're trying to find queens. Well, she's not there. Sometimes I'm surprised how difficult a queen is to find in such a small colony. It's only 4 frames and there's hardly anybody on one of them. You know, and there's almost nothing on that side. So you think I should be able to see her if she was. They're just so hard to see sometimes. Should be marked. She should be yellow. Yellow is easy to see. The yellow rubs off though, so she might not be yellow. There's usually a little bit of color left, but I'm not seeing it. There she is. She hasn't marked at all. She's right there. She's kind of a root beer queen. She's camouflage. She's sort of the color of the comb. Where is she? Squash her, did I? Oh, she's in there, and she's not happy about it either. Okay, so there's our nuke. Put that back together. So 4 frames, I'm going to need 6 more frames for that box. I've got my yellow pen in my pocket. This catcher, the grid is queen excluder size, so the workers can come out and the queen can't get out. And it has a stop that will not allow me to harm the queen. I'm pushing as hard as I can, and I can't push it up any farther to hurt the queen. So there she is. She's marked. This is a different pen than I used last time. This is called Competitive Advantage MPD 15. It comes highly recommended, and for one reason, the paint lasts a lot longer, apparently. Okay, now I want to get her into my JZBZ cage because I want to use the slow introduction candy feature. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I just do this and get her to do something. Usually they want to climb up, so often they'll just climb right in there. There she is, right in the cage. Caged queen. She doesn't need attendance. She'll be in the hive. Snap that closed. Snap that closed. There's my mated queen. Carry this back over there. My queen is in my pocket. And I'll just put this nuke right in this bigger box. She's laying well. Nice brood going there. She does have a ways to go, but she's going to inherit a lot of friends here. So there's quite a few in here, and all those forages that are out today, they're all going to come home and to a new mama. Well, they didn't have a mama before, so I think they'll be pretty happy to see her. They usually are when they're queenless. They've got a little bit of brood now. That brood pheromone is good to stave off the laying worker stage. I just heard a tone change in the fanning of these bees. Okay, I've got a brand new story frame for them. Not a brand, it's a used story frame, but it's a story frame no less. Is it brood on this one? Yeah, been laying that up. Got a bit of honey at the top of this one. It's a bit fat. That's okay. See here, this one in there. Okay, so she's got lots of room to play here once she gets out of jail. Maybe you can see when I put the queen here. Now the bees here are her own bees, so they should take to her just fine. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's in jail. What are we going to do about that? The answer's over in this end. So hopefully that positive excitement will carry over to the foragers that have yet to meet her. Just going to stick this down in here a little bit. It won't take them long to eat that candy. And then I can come back here. I'll give her a while. I'll likely give her a week. So maybe I'll come back here next weekend, since today's Friday. And so I'll write that on the lid to check eggs on whatever date next Friday is. It's the 21st. No, it's 22nd today. 7 and 2 is 9, so the 29th. Okay, so my notation is check eggs. July 29th. Okay. And this now is a different queen. It's no longer this queen. This is an FA22.